Yes! Isn't this the feeling we want our kids to have at school? The end goals of all our advocacy work is to have our kids be proud of themselves and to have others see their worth. Well, welcome to the Art of Advocacy show, where each week we look at ways to reach those goals of our kids being successful at school. I'm Charmaine Tanner, an advocate, parent, and author of a #1 best-selling book, The Art of Advocacy, A Parent's Guide to a Collaborative IEP Process. The past few weeks we've been talking about your child's gifts, how we can identify those strengths, and help teachers build on those when they're working with our kids. We also know that for our kids to be even more successful at school, we need others to believe in them and provide those supports they need. So building relationships with these people is very important. We want them to learn about our kids' strengths and be committed to providing the services they deserve. So I challenge you to take some time before the new school year to not only make a list of your child's gifts and strengths, but also to write down the strengths and talents of the staff that work with your child. So today let's take a step back and reflect on the strengths and talents of the teachers and school administrators. Ask your child to sit down with you and make a list of all the positive things that have happened in the school. When the school year starts, make sure you find a way to show your appreciation to the staff for what they've done and that positive impact they made on your child's life. There are some people working at school that often get overlooked. Think about it. If your child's school is a clean, safe, and welcoming environment, who is one of the main people responsible for that? Well, we know the school's custodians do more than clean the building. Custodians can be one of our kids' champions. So thank the school custodian at the beginning of the year. Does your child feel comfortable going to the office and asking for help? Well, share your gratitude with the school secretary. The secretary can be one of your greatest allies at school, because they're often the go-to person that knows the scoop on what's happening. So make sure you develop a positive relationship with them. Have you noticed over the summer that your child's reading improved? Well, tell his teacher you're thrilled about this. Teachers, like all of us, need to know what they're doing is making a difference for kids. So tell them you appreciate their efforts. Have you received support from the principal? Stop in her office and share how much that meant to you. Principals often hear from parents when things aren't going so well. Start the school year off by making sure she knows how thankful you are for all she's done to support you and your child. Is there a trusted adult who's always willing to help your child in the classroom or maybe on the playground? Well, take a minute and thank that person. There are many staff that help our kids on a daily basis, and we want to make sure we let them know how much we value them. Throughout the school year, think of all the positive aspects of your child's school day. Identify who makes that possible and let them know you appreciate them. Now, I'm not naive, and I know many parents have had struggles getting the education that their child deserves. I know because I sit next to parents every week at IEP meetings and help them advocate for their child. I also know how important it is to build and nurture relationships. I always say the 3 R's of advocacy are relationships, relationships, relationships. So begin this new school year by honoring and valuing the people in your child's life. I know when teachers are appreciated, that they become more energized, and it also increases the likelihood that the people working with your child will invest more in her and provide the supports and services that she needs. Well, if you go and pick up a copy of my book, The Art of Advocacy, chapter 5 in the book is all about building authentic relationships. So this might be a resource guide that you want to get before the school year starts. And of course, since it's a back to school time, we have a back to school sale. So I reduced the price of the Kindle version of my book to 99 cents. So for under $1, you can get this as long as the sale's on. So make sure you go over to Amazon and do that. Our 3 advocacy action steps that you can take are to list your staff strengths, thank the staff, and build positive relationships with them. This is a quote that I really like from Judith Billings, and she says, "Children are the priority, change is the reality, collaboration is the strategy." As a parent and an advocate, I know how important it is to build those relationships. So please take the time before the school year starts to think about how you can show appreciation to staff. It can be a simple handwritten note that you give to them. It doesn't have to be a gift that you buy. But teachers and principals and everyone else working in the building really do appreciate when they are recognized. So make sure that you take the time to do that. Please know that you can reach out to me for a free 30-minute phone consultation. You can also like my Facebook page, where every day I post articles that have tips and strategies for you. Or if you're a Pinterest person, you might want to go over there and check out my educational boards. And all of this is to help you with your child and to help you become an even better advocate for your child as he progresses each year in the school system. So let's keep in touch, and until next week, take care.